Zhiyun just released their new CM15 light, and I was one of the first to get it. Is it the ultimate portable light, and can it beat the portable light king, the Aputure MC? Stay tuned to find out. The light was sent to me by Zhiyun free of charge, but that fact in no way affects this review. If at any point you want to purchase this light, please use my link in the description. Now let's go. The light itself is an 8x8 cm square with a depth of 3.5 cm as its thickest point where the battery is located. And no, it does not seem to be user replaceable. It is made out of durable plastic, and the light without any modifiers weighs in at 140 grams. There's also a silicone diffuser that comes in the kit. At the bottom, there's a 1/4-20 thread for mounting, and at the top you will find a USB-C PD port. In the back, there's a small 0.85-inch display flanked by digital encoders that control the light. The left one is a stepped encoder and the right one is a stepless encoder. There's also a cooling fan, which Zhiyun calls their Dynavort system. There are no magnets on the back, but don't worry because I'm going to show you a fix for that soon. You can mount the light on top of the camera with the included cold shoe, which is metal and nicely machined. It does not, however, have a rubberized surface to stop the light from spinning. The light also comes with a plastic clip, which I initially thought will be useless, but surprisingly, it was able to clip on the standard 18mm furniture and hold the weight of the light. Actually, I know just the place where it will be super useful. I've been constructing this electronics cabinet for a while, and if you subscribe, you might even get notified when I release a video about it. Hint hint, nudge nudge. Anyway, this will be very useful as my work light. It clips on like this, and it holds itself, and boom, there is light. Now I need to get some sort of a flexible arm for it, but for now, this clip will do just fine. The light is turned on by clicking once and then holding the left dial. This is a safety feature so that the light doesn't accidentally get turned on in your bag. You navigate the menu by turning the left dial and change the values by turning the right dial. The modes are changed by clicking the left dial. It cycles through CCT, HSI, RGB, effects, and language. The right dial can be clicked to quickly cycle between predefined values for each menu. One thing I really despise about the Aputure MC are these dials. I have 4 and 3 out of them have slightly jamming dials. Nothing too serious, but it doesn't really feel premium. Zhiyun's interface, on the other hand, is a lot nicer with these 2 very prominent and easy to reach dials. Which is its saving grace, because this light does not come with Bluetooth and therefore does not have app control. I've also received this CM20 accessory pack, which is a separate purchase. Please note that at the time of filming, this accessory kit has not yet been released, but once it is, I will put a price and link in the description. It comes with this plastic cage where the light slots in nicely, and bam! You now have an integrated cold shoe at the bottom, together with a 1/4-20 thread, but also you get cold shoe mounts all around your light for your microphone and extra accessories. The charging port still remains accessible, so you won't ever need to remove this cage from your light. But notice that there are also magnets in the corners, and that's where this cage really shines. In the accessory pack, you also get a diffuser, a grid, and barn doors. And they all snap onto the light as easy as this. Need to control the light spill? No problem. Snap on the included grid. Want even more control? Clip on the barn doors and cut your light however you want. Feeling adventurous? Slap all the modifiers on for that ultimate modifier experience. Now remember when I said that the light doesn't have any magnets? Well, this cage solves the problem. And the surface is rubberized, so I can be confident that the light won't scratch the surface. Which cannot be really said about the Aputure MC. But if for any reason you need a double light, you can just slap that Aputure MC on the back. Why would you do that? I don't know. Now let's talk about the most important thing. How does this light perform? Zhiyun claims that this is a 15-watt light, which is 3 times higher than the Aputure MC. But how does that translate into the real world? It's a night and day difference, pun intended. This is the Aputure MC, and this is Zhiyun CM15. I definitely know which one is going in my travel bag. Both lights come with a 2600 mAh batteries, but since Zhiyun is 3 times more powerful than Aputure, it will only last you 35 minutes on full blast. A claim which I confirmed by doing this time-lapse. The light can be used when plugged into USB power. The CCT range on CM15 is 2500 to 10,000 Kelvin, much better than Aputure's 3200 to 6500 Kelvin. Zhiyun claims 94 plus CRI versus Aputure's 96 plus CRI, but I have no means of verifying. Both look great on camera. As for the color performance, the color steps are very noticeable in the red color range. As the red light starts kicking in, there's a very distinct jump from blue to purple. Going from red to orange is also very distinct, although not as bad as blue to purple. Aputure MC also suffers from a steppy red performance, however it is not as pronounced as with Zhiyun. Actually, when I look at it in editing, it's not as pronounced as in real life. It looks pretty okay on camera, I don't see those prominent steps. And for us, the way it looks on camera is all that matters. With that said, you will most likely only use a single color at a time, so it shouldn't be a problem. Also, the color curves between Zhiyun and Aputure are completely different, so if you put the same settings on them, they're not gonna match. My orange side of the set is set at 25 degrees hue and 92% saturation, but when I set the same color on Zhiyun, it becomes this white light with a hint of red. The lights can be somewhat color matched, but this will require some playing with the settings. I've decided to use this light in a photo shoot for my Clans patch that I've made. And since Zhiyun sent me the optional accessory pack, it was a perfect contender to act as an overhead light that can be shaped however I want. For a peace of mind, I've powered the light on through USB PD and kept it running at around 70%, which brings me to the fan noise. Since the fan is controlled by thermals and running the light at full blast or having it connected to power generates a lot of heat, the fan spins up quite wildly with a whiny, high-pitched noise. Now, is that a problem? Well, it depends. If you're using this light for a photo shoot like I did, then no, it's definitely not a problem, although a little bit annoying. But if you're planning to mount the light on top of the camera and use it at full blast while also having a microphone close by, this will definitely be audible. The fan noise is no worse than a mid-range laptop going full blast, and it is definitely more quiet than my framework laptop when it spins up its fans. So if you place your microphones at a decent enough distance, it shouldn't be any more audible than any other fan you have on set. When running on battery, for me, the fan kicked on at as low as 12%, but this is controlled by thermals, so your mileage may vary depending on your environment. So in summary, does Zhiyun CM15 beat the Aputure MC? As much as I want to say yes, it's gonna depend. If you need color accuracy, silent operation, or app control, and you are willing to sacrifice some output for those things, then no, CM15 does not beat Aputure MC. However, if raw output is what you're after and the fan noise doesn't bother you, and you want amazing flexibility with all the accessories, then for the price, you really can beat Zhiyun CM15. So if you want to get this light, make sure to follow my link in the description. There's also going to be a discount for you right there, and you'll be helping me. And with that said, I'll see you in another video.